Hey guys, it's your girl Leslie, and today I'm really super excited because I'm going to be doing a makeup video. Some people like my makeup videos, so yeah, I want to start doing a lot more content on my page. It's just a matter of getting the time to edit it and post it because I have content, I just don't be having time to create the movie, right? So today I'm just going to get food with my dad, but luckily Revlon, I received the package, and I do have to let you guys know, because it's a rule, I do have to let you guys know that I did receive this package for testing purposes. If you guys want to know, the full disclosure will be in my description box, but yeah, I do have to let you guys know that I did receive this free of charge. However, every opinion about the product is my own and mine own only, which I don't even know why I have to tell you guys these things, because if I'm doing a video about it, I'm gonna tell you how I feel about it. I'm not gonna just make up crap, but you know, rules are rules. So here I am. I just hopped out the shower and I'm trying to bring back matching suits. Like I bought like a whole bunch of these freaking like matching sweatsuit sets and stuff because I work from home and I don't have any loungewear and it's cold in New York. So I got like sweatsuits. I got one that's a crop top, one that's just like a regular sweatsuit. I have this like tracksuit thing. I look like a basketball coach, no lie. I look like a Golden State Warrior in this tracksuit, but my sister said I look like Missy Elliott, so that was really funny. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I just want to talk to you guys a little bit. I do want to review their new concealers. That's what I was sent. I'll go through the products in a second. And yeah, I am super excited about it. Don't forget to go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you love just hanging out with me. Also hit that notification bell if you want to see every time I post a video, things like that, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you like my makeup videos. I do have like a makeup video series. There was a series that I started, I didn't complete, and it was like how to do beginner makeup, but I figure if you keep watching enough, you'll learn, right? Cool. So I just moisturized my face, guys. And like I said, I'm just going out to eat. I'm not doing something crazy. So let's get into the package that I received. So this is what the package looks like. Cool, cool. It is from Revlon. Live boldly. Wow. Live boldly. Really, Leslie? Live boldly, awaken up. That's what it says. So they sent me 3 of their products. They sent me their primer, their matte primer. It says 16 hours, which, you know, I'm thinking like when I ever wear makeup for 16 hours straight, but I guess I do. Like I always think it doesn't need to be long lasting, but because I'm a YouTuber, so I put on makeup and take off makeup like it's my day job, because it is. But I also have this concealer, this ColorStay Skin Awaken from Revlon. So thank you so much, Revlon. It says it has caffeine and vitamin C in it. Don't know what that does, but the concealers actually are 24 hours. So I got these concealers in the shade of 001. So as you can see, it's like a lighter concealer. It's probably what I would highlight with. And then this one is a darker concealer. It says 076. So this is probably what I would contour with. So I'm really super happy with all the variety. If I'm contouring, I'm doing a light contour with bronzer. I'm just taking all the packaging apart. I've never used it, guys. As you can see, I'm taking the plastic off. So the primer says Superfood Detox Blend. I like when primers are built like skincare. If you're wondering what moisturizer I put on my face before, I did use Glow Recipe. I like it because it's lighter. But my face has been really, really dry. I have not been doing like full-blown skincare routines because my skin literally loves me when I leave her alone. And I don't know if you guys can agree. So I put on lotion here and there, and then sometimes I'll do a skincare routine. But for the most part, my makeup comes out really good, or my face looks really good when I just leave her alone. And I drink a lot of water. That's it. However, you know, you want to stay young. You do want to do stuff. Like I probably will start using a retinol because I'm turning 30. So we'll see. So we're going to start with this primer. I wonder if it's a gel primer or cream primer. It doesn't say. Oh my God, I'm excited. Oh, okay. So smell it. It doesn't have like any smell. Oh, it's coming out a little bit. It has this sort of application. Cool beams. So I find that weird though. Why does it have that okay, I'm just gonna put it on my fingers because that's what I feel the most comfortable. It is cream, it's not jelly or anything like that. So I'm gonna put it on. Okay, I love cream cream primers other than like the Hydro Grip, because Hydro Grip from Milk is so good. I'm putting a very light layer. It's very similar to it has the same feel of this primer that I got from NYX Angel Veil, except the Angel Veil is really, really thick. But I did like it. It doesn't smell bad, but it doesn't smell good. I'm getting a little stingy, but that could just be because my face is super duper dry from the laser hair removal that I get. So yeah, I just put that on. Just gonna let it do its thing. It's nice and soft. Maybe that's why it's called detox. That's probably why there's a little bit of a sting. Eliminates excess oil, reduces appearance of pores, blurs imperfections. So I can, oh, I like that. Okay. Superfood detox, shields skin from daily pollutants, and controls sebum. I don't know what that means. Cool, so let's put my hair back. Wait until you guys see. I literally look like that character from Glee, like the coach. It's really funny. All right, got my hair back. So usually when I'm using a concealer, or if I'm using like a contour, I put it on underneath my foundation. All my foundation is typically like a medium coverage. It's never like a full coverage. So this is what it looks like. This is the applicator. So you don't need a brush necessarily, but you know, your girl is gonna use her beauty blender because that's what I do. Or maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I'll just use this applicator and see how I like it. So let's push. I'm scared. All right, you can see that it's starting to come out. You see how the color is changing? See that? Ew. I'm gonna use about that much. It's very, very light. I'm gonna just see, because I'm not sure. I'm gonna dab. Ooh, I love that. All right, so I changed my mind. I'm gonna use my beauty blender because I'm pretty sure I used too much, but I love how I can kind of just like dab it all over my face. I'm sure you can blend it with it, but I just love this applicator. Oh my God, it's so soft and nice. Okay. Okay, I didn't take any pictures of this. Oops, hopefully it don't get dirty. And I am gonna use my beauty blender because that's how I usually do my makeup anyway. Let's see how it blends out. So usually like I'll let concealer sit on my face for a little bit. I'll just like sometimes walk around or whatever. But not when you're in a rush. When you're in a rush, you don't really have time to do that. All right, so it might be a little bit too light for me. But that's okay. I sometimes do use a really light concealer for my contour, so even as light as this, because I do have lighter skin in the winter. Oh my God, that primer, like I could feel it in my pores. It's so weird. I can literally, I felt like there was a little sting, and I'm not crazy. All right, so this is what my under eye is looking like. I could probably do like one more layer if you have like really dark under eyes like I do right now. And you know what's so funny? I typically do my eyebrows first, but I'm just so excited to use the product that I'm gonna do my eyebrows after. All right, cool. So this is, I'm gonna take a real good look at my face. All right, so I have some really dry skin happening. If you look really, really close, I have some dry patches. So that makes me feel like I'm gonna have to use like a hydrating foundation. Like I'm gonna have to use like, I can't use a matte foundation. I'm gonna have to use, because I'm gonna be super duper dry because I'm already crackling. So yeah, that's not a good sign, but I don't know if that's the foundation's fault or if my skin is just really super extra dry. So I'm gonna do like another little layer because I did really use a light layer. Just make sure that like I'm getting everything. If you're a normal human, you're not gonna have color corrector. And if you do, God bless your soul, but most people aren't gonna color correct. They're just gonna want like a really good concealer. So if you're gonna use this concealer, like if you're gonna use this sort of color, you have to use a foundation. But sometimes you can just use a concealer and go for the day. That's not the color I have right now. This is very much a highlight color, so. All right. My under eyes are looking okay. They're still a little bit dark, but if I really wanted to get rid of that, I would have used a color corrector. This says it's a corrector, but I don't know. It has vitamin C in it though, so that's good. Vitamin C is good for your skin. I don't know if it's still alive because vitamin C dies really fast, but all right. So this is what I'm looking like, guys. I kind of look like a ghost right now. I'm not sure of how well this is covering my under eye. I could put maybe a little bit more. I'm gonna try, but I don't think it's gonna do anything more than what it has. I'm gonna just put it toward the end and then just push it out. I'm not gonna put it, as long as the outside looks a little bit more glowy, that's all that matters, because sometimes you could just put a little bit here, but I think that's better. Look a little bit more bright. You don't always have to put a whole bunch of concealer under your eye. You could put like a little bit, but I wasn't thinking like that when I was doing it, so whatever. All right, so now we're gonna use the darker. It's clearly way darker than my skin. It's gonna be really funny if it ends up being like light like my skin color, but I highly doubt it. So I'm gonna go ahead and push it up until I see some product. I see it. Oh, it's so cool. Kind of looks like my skin color when I'm in the summer, honestly. Yeah, this is very close to my skin color, so contouring might be a little bit weird with it because it's really not too dark. I just love how I can just do this though. Just like boom, boom, boom. Love that. Because that's literally what I'm doing. I'm just dabbing it. That was like super duper easy to use. So if you're looking for something that's easy to use, this is it. And I needed a really nice new contour color, so I hope I love this. So I'm gonna take my beauty blender again and just start from the bottom. I just literally, I have a lot of pimples down there and it literally blended that out. Oh my god, that's really nice. Just to see how it goes. All right, it's not looking too shabby. All right, so this is what the darker contour is looking like, and of course it is not going to look blended because I put foundation on top of my contour. So, and it's funny because this color kind of looks to be like the same color as my darker contour. I need a lighter foundation because if I use the foundation I was planning on using, it's gonna cover up everything and defeat the whole purpose because it's basically the same color as my contour. So what I'm gonna use is this Pat McGrath. This is like skin. This is really expensive. This is not drugstore. So I hope you guys weren't expecting me to use a drugstore foundation. Sorry. So literally this is like water. It literally comes out like water. It goes into the beauty blender like skin, like it covers pores. It's literally the best. That's probably why it's so expensive. But I'm gonna just basically blend it where I contoured and kind of pat on top of it, but not too much because I do want to look natural. And then I'm gonna put setting powder underneath my eye just a little bit. But look how beautiful this side of my face looks. I definitely have to use like a setting powder because that's looking a little creasy, but we'll see. Maybe the setting powder will make all that better. But for now, look how great that looks. I can blend this out a little bit more. The contour is actually looking really good, blending in really nice. So yeah, I love that. Now I look like a ghost on this side, so let's do another pump. Boom, just seeps right in. Aww, I hope you guys can see how nice and blended my makeup is. It looks really, really good. The only thing I'm seeing is like a little bit of my pores, because I have pores. You know how people's like pores stick in? My pores, I feel like I have bumps, like they stick out, you know, so I do have a little bit of that. But I'm gonna go ahead and set my under eyes and a little bit of my forehead because this actually blended out really, really nice. This is MAC setting powder. Everybody, you know, there's always hype around these setting powders. I'm almost out of it, so I'm gonna have to buy more. But you know, people like create hypes around products, and there's like this one setting powder that everybody's like, this is literally the best, and I'm like, I don't really like it that much. It's not that I don't like it, it's just like I can find other stuff. If I can remember what it's called, I'll put it somewhere here, but there's so much hype behind this setting powder, and I feel like the MAC setting powder is the best. I don't think that there's one better in the whole world. And it makes me really sad because I'm literally almost out. But this setting powder makes me look so smooth, especially when I put it, like, you're not supposed to do what I was doing. I was rubbing the powder on. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to pat it, but like it makes everything so nice and just even. So I usually will put a little bit more in the places that I conceal, like my forehead. The only thing is that I'm gonna get a little bit crackly because, like I said, my skin was super dry. But it makes everything look so smooth. You guys have to admit, I look super duper smooth. So yeah, I'm basically done with this. Oh no, I see some. I see some. Oh yeah, there's some in there. Yes. I love that stuff. And then I basically take like a regular brush and I just do the rest of my face really, really fast. Because ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody. Okay. Okay, now I want to know if it really be lasting all day. Because like I said though, come on. Like, stop it. You don't need your makeup to last all day. Like, come on. It's not that big of a deal. Maybe some people do. Maybe, you know, but I don't be caring about that stuff. Everybody else be caring about stuff I don't be caring about. Alright, cool. Now that I got that out the way, let me go ahead and just do my brow and the rest of my face. And then I'll show you guys the finishing look because obviously I'm only here to show you guys the Revlon. So yeah, I'll be right back once I have majority or the rest of my face on. So be right back. I haven't put any setting spray on my face, but this is it without. The product did stick to my face pretty well. My foundation gripped to that primer very well. The concealer was okay. It did have some coverage. It just didn't have like full enough coverage for me to be like, oh my god, go get it. However, it is really good. I don't know how much it is, but it is good for like drugstore, which I really, really like. And I like the way, I like the applicator. And then same thing with this, I love the applicator. It was really nice to contour with this contoured really, really well. So this is basically the final look, guys. I think it looks good. I feel like it's good for everyday makeup. Like I don't like doing stuff that is too fancy because like who in real life, who really has time to do this? This took me about 30 minutes to do, which I love and appreciate myself for. That's like a big part of my happiness is like efficiency and easy to use. Like that's what I love, and I feel like all the products that I tried on today were easy to use, easy to apply. Anybody could do it. So 2 big thumbs up for Revlon on that. Thank you guys so much for sending me that product. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and set my face with some hangover setting spray because it's not like a matte setting spray. And last thing I need is more matte because like I said, my skin is super dry. So there we go. So let me let that dry, and then while that's drying, I'm gonna just do my hair real quick. All right guys, so I just put my hair up in a cute little ponytail real quick. But yeah guys, this is the final result of my makeup. I hope you guys enjoyed it. The concealer is not cracking quite yet. The contour looks really good. It looks really smooth. I'm liking it. I don't look cracky anywhere. Except for like my forehead, which is totally my skin. But let me go ahead and just put a little bit more setting powder right in between my eyes. Yep. Now it's dripping. Yep. It's literally dripping. I'm gonna go ahead and just put that on. There we go. Now it looks a little bit better. But yeah, I love it. Hey guys, I'm back. I know I said that I wasn't gonna give you guys an update, but I am here with an update. I put on the makeup at 5:30 and it is now 11:43, so it's not quite 24 hours or 16 hours, but I do have a couple of things I want to tell you. So the one thing about it is like when I first finished my makeup, it looked really nice. It looked really good. I went ahead and when I got back from the restaurant, I put away my laundry and stuff. So even though my room is still a hot mess, I was moving around, like doing things. So I kind of just want to share with you how my skin looks. So the first thing I want to show you is like my under eyes. There's a lot of creasing. And the thing about me is that I don't know if that's the concealer or if, I don't know if I just put too much concealer, but there's a lot of creasing. However, it is like my natural creasing. And it is really patchy under the eye as well. My smile lines have nothing to do with concealer because obviously I didn't put anything there, so don't really look at that. Let's just look at where I put the product. I really like using the dark concealer to contour because that blended in really nice with my skin. So I don't know if I would use the concealer, or maybe the concealer might be the wrong color for my skin because it was really light and I did see that, but it is caked into my line. A suggestion that I would do to avoid this, I would suggest putting a primer and then putting a setting powder on top, and then going on with the rest of your concealer and your rest of the products. But I will say the contour looks really good. The only thing I don't like is the under eye. And then I'm looking at the forehead and the nose. I am a little bit patchy. There's like dry patches on my forehead. I don't know if you guys can see. You sure enough can see my dandruff, but I will say that where I put the concealer, the lighter concealer, it is dry and patchy. I don't want you to fault the concealer for that. The primer I used was matte, so it would make sense because my skin was already dry and I already knew that. So me putting a dry or a matte primer on top of dry skin is always bad news. So if you have dry skin, you have to make sure that you could back up your primer with a moisturizing like setting spray or a dewy something. So I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of that update. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I know it's a little bit different from what I usually do, but I am trying to be a little bit more consistent with my content. If you like it, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Also hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. So do you want me to?